Life is just a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. It's funny because that freaking statement is so fucking true. I should have had my friend do that. That was a horrible Forrest Gump impersonation, but whatever. I'm just gonna keep rolling with it. But it's kind of funny. It's kind of true because you never know what kind of situations or what will happen when it comes to life. Period. Well, at least when it comes to me, I'm very random. Anything can happen. Especially when I'm out and especially when I'm drinking. I'm a totally different person, to be quite honest. And this proved to be quite evident when, on a special night, I was out with a couple of good friends of mine, a couple of good friends and co-workers, and we were celebrating a friend of mine's birthday. And one of the things that, me and a couple of friends of mine are known for is that we work hard, but we party harder. Like, we don't give a fuck. We'll go out, we'll go crazy, we'll have tons and tons of fun, spend all kinds of crazy money. But at the end of the day, we have a great story to talk about years later or whatever. And this definitely 100% proved to be true in this situation because I got myself in a little trouble. One thing that we did this night is that it was a lot of us. It had to have been at least 15, 20 of us. It was a big group, and we went out to the club. It's called Strata. It's in Soho in New York City. I forget the address. I haven't been there since for obvious reasons. But it's it was a pretty, I don't know how it is now. Like I said, I haven't been there, but it was an extremely popular club, and it took us forever to get in, and it was crazy. But once we got in there, we spent all kinds of money, and I drink really, really heavy. So a lot of things, though, mostly what I was drinking that night was just Hennessy. I don't know if anybody knows of Hennessy or whatever, but I wasn't drinking wine or drinking anything like that. I was drinking fucking Hennessy, which is basically cognac for those that don't know. And most of the time when you drink cognac, I think it's cognac, but most of the time when you drink cognac, you mix it with, sometimes people like to mix, put Coke with it, or sometimes people like to, put orange juice with it or something like that. Well, especially when you drink vodka, you put orange juice with it, or sometimes if you drink cognac or Hennessy, you put Coke with it. Me, this particular night, I started off drinking it with Coke, but by the middle of the night or whatever, I was drinking it straight. I wasn't drinking it with any, chaser whatsoever, which is kind of crazy because Hennessy is freaking strong. But me, I'm the big man. I don't give a shit. There's tons of girls around. We're showing them a good time. We're having a good time, and I wasn't with a girlfriend then. I was pretty much single, and oh my god, a fucking story when HBK doesn't have a girlfriend, right? I know. I was with a girl, but she wasn't really my girlfriend. She was just somebody I was just chilling with at the time. Anyway, going forward, but we're in the club, and it was my boy's birthday, and we're popping bottles, literally popping bottles, and we're having a great time. And one of the guys at the club, one of the promoters or whatever, that knew a friend of mine, what the promoter did is basically gave us a complimentary bottle of champagne. And I'm talking about, this was like at least a $300 bottle. No, $400 bottle actually, because I remember the price. But oh man, we was already fucking toasted. It was already like 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know about anybody else, but everybody else was crying drunk. But me, I was okay. I was still functional. I was still dancing. I was still doing my thing. I was still getting numbers from a couple of girls that was there and still entertaining the young lady that was with me. And we proceeded to open in this bottle and basically do a nice little toast for my friend's birthday, which was pretty cool. It was a lot of fun. But what happened was that the bottle was so fucking big, because it was a huge fucking bottle, to be honest with you. But the bottle was so big was that everybody took a glass, but literally half the bottle was left. Like, literally. And this is a $400 bottle of champagne. So I'm thinking to myself, are we really gonna waste this? Like, are we really not gonna drink any more of this bottle? So everybody was like, I'm not drinking anymore. I'm not trying to get all fucked up and not able to get home. So I said, you know what? Fuck all you guys. I'm gonna drink this shit. So I took the bottle and just guzzled it hardcore style, and I just, shot it back and just finished the whole fucking thing. So this is basically, let's summarize. I had about, let me think. This much I remember. Had about 3 cups of cognac with Coke. I had about 2 cups of vodka with orange juice, I had a couple of shots of of cognac or Hennessy or whatever y'all want to call it, and which was about 2 shots, and then I'm speeding up the chopper gunner, and then also on top of that, I basically finished half a bottle of champagne by myself, which was no cheap ass bullshit champagne. It was some really, really good champagne. So that's basically how I summarized basically my drinking that night. So we're leaving the club, and this is when it's getting a little wavy, guys. So we're leaving the club, and we couldn't get a cab. I wasn't driving, and nobody was driving, so we couldn't get a cab home for whatever reason. We couldn't get a fucking cab. So we went on a train, and I'm sitting on the steps waiting for the train to come, because it's like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. So the train was taking forever to come, and all of a sudden, I remember going in the train station. Actually, no, I remember going in the train, and then I remember going in a cab off the train, and I remember waking up. I don't remember anything else that happened in between. Nothing else. Everything was even to this day, it's a fucking blank. I don't remember anything that happened. But the next day, when I got up after I recovered, because I had a fucking hangover from hell, but the next day when I fucking recovered, I get numerous phone calls, numerous pictures on MySpace, because, you know, MySpace was the shit then. Numerous pictures of me on MySpace sleeping on a homeless guy. Literally, with my head, is this homeless guy that was on the fucking train in New York City, and my head is literally on his shoulder, sleeping, and he put this on MySpace. When I tell you, I was wondering, what the fuck, how is that even me? Because I don't remember that. I don't even remember that happening. But they obviously, you know, I can't say the pictures aren't true. Pictures are, you know, it is what it is, right? So they basically, I explained to me that I was talking so much shit. I don't know how the fuck I lost that gunfight. But anyway, they were saying I was talking so much shit, and so much shit that, you know, I just, all of a sudden, bang, I just passed out, and I just started leaning on this homeless guy, and they kept on pushing my head over to the other side, but my head kept falling on his shoulder, and then at one time, I laid on a bench completely, as if I was, you know, baby style, just laying on a fucking bench, right next to the homeless guy, and they just took picture after picture after picture after picture. Really pissed me off, really embarrassing, but it is what it is. So that's how I basically slept for over 20 minutes, because that's how long the ride was on a homeless guy. But if you want to hear more of that crazy story of me and my drunk escapades, let me know. Give me 200 likes on this video, please. That would be pretty awesome. And also, I'm working on a pretty cool live session on demolition and/or domination. So if you're interested in seeing that, let me know. And hopefully I'll talk to you guys later. So I'm looking for some subscriber gameplay so I could post for tomorrow. If you're interested, hit me on Twitter. The link is in the description. Later.